one.
Hey, Kiyosawa, what's the meaning of that?
This isn't what it looks like. Why did this happen? The office was chaos. Let's go back in time a little to explain what's happening. My name is Yasufumi Kiyosawa. I work at a small IT company.
Kiyosawa-san, I don't understand this part.
Oh, if you do it like this, it's easier.
Oh, thank you.
It was a small company, but the employees were all great, and the communication was good. I enjoyed going to work every day. One of the reasons was Takahiro Morita, the CEO, and his kind personality.
Everyone, good work today. You don't have to stay late, so go home when it's time.
You too, sir. Think of your age and don't work too hard.
No, I'm still in my prime for another 10 years.
Haha, you've got so much energy. The people, the work, it was the perfect workplace. With one exception.
Hey, Kiyosawa, you're still not done with that paperwork?
What? I believe you said that you would do that one.
What? I don't recall that.
That's not... last week.
What? Are you saying that I'm lying?
No.
If I said I didn't say it. Bring it to me by the end of the day.
Department head Shigehiro Morita. He didn't look it, but he was Takahiro's only son. He believed it was his job to use his parents' power as a weapon against his subordinates.
That was rough, Kiyosawa-san.
I can't believe he shares any DNA with the president. This is Miki Harukawa. She was a good worker and got along with everyone. Everyone loved her.
But if he's the president's son, he's going to take over this company one day, right?
Stop it. I don't want to think about that. A shiver ran down my spine. Everyone here feared that day. This company has been run by the same family for generations. Naturally, the next president will be Shigehiro Morita. He can never be a good CEO. I'm sure the current president himself knows that better than anyone. I'll still be in my prime for another 10 years. It was apparent how he felt. The president is a good man, so maybe he believes that his son will become good one day. It doesn't seem like that'll happen anytime soon. If the president is going to be patient, we have to trust him. That's what I thought. A few days later, things changed.
Kiyosawa-san! The president!
What? Collapsed? The president was old, but he's been supporting the company. It wasn't completely unexpected. He was okay, but he will be hospitalized for a while.
Ahem! I'm sure you've all heard that the president will be hospitalized for a while.
Things changed within the day. Shigehiro gathered the employees.
So, I will act as the president from now on.
Huh? Wait! Shigehiro-san!
Kiyosawa, I'm not just a department head anymore. Call me sir from now on.
That's crazy! Who would do such a...
No one did. You know that this company's been in the family. Now that my father's gone, obviously I'm going to fill in.
The president is still alive. There's no way that's okay. That's crazy. Don't just make decisions. The other employees spoke up.
You all? Are you sure you want to talk like that? My father can't return for a while. He can't even talk right now. So, I have to be the boss. You're going against the next president. You know that, right?
We couldn't do anything when we were threatened like that. We went to see the president to discuss things, but Shigehiro didn't allow it. He had talked to the hospital, so we were sent away. The hospital couldn't refuse the son's wishes. He really doesn't want us to see him. Shigehiro took away the president's means of communication, so there was no way for us to talk to him. That day, Shigehiro Morida's dictatorship began.
Hey, all of you! Why are you slacking? Work harder! What? Plans? Stop arguing and stay overtime, idiot! Stop slacking! Why do we have so little contracts? Don't come back until you get 5 more! You just need to try harder!
Within a week, we truly appreciated how amazing the former president was. Shigehiro had no management experience, and his crazy orders rained down on the office. But it wasn't just this new CEO that brought trouble to the office.
I'll introduce you all. This is Nana Morida, our new employee, and my daughter.
I'm Nana. Hello.
I've decided to make Nana the department head since I've been promoted.
Huh? She just started and she's the head? Nana's lack of awareness would prove to be more troublesome in some ways than Shigehiro. Ma'am, about this report.
Huh? I don't know. Why would I know anything about that?
What? I'll teach you then, so if you could bring the paperwork to the meeting room.
What? Why does the boss have to learn stuff from someone beneath her? Isn't that weird? Actually, I have to go to the club with my friends now, so good luck!
Department head was just the title. She never worked and had no intention to learn the job. That was just the beginning. Her attitude toward Harukawa-san was the worst.
Ma'am, if you could sign this. Huh? Why do I have to do that for you? Shut up! No, it's not for me. It's required? Are you arguing with me? Some office nobody? I'm the head of the department! I'm not arguing.
She disliked Harukawa-san for being popular, so she continued to be mean to her.
You're pretty cocky because you think you're pretty. I don't. But sorry, I'm the one the guys here actually like. Everyone listens to me. That means they want me. Should I ask one of them? Which one they...
Harukawa-san is more attractive. I couldn't hold back anymore.
Kiyosawa-san! Huh? You! What did you just say?
I said that Harukawa-san is more attractive than someone like you. Not just as a woman, but as a human being. You'll get the same answer no matter who you ask.
No way! Everyone here!
People listen to you because you're the president's daughter, not because of you. I couldn't help it. She grinded her teeth and glared at me.
Who are you? Do you think you can speak like that to the department head?
Then please do your job as the department head. It's trouble for the other employees. Whether it's nepotism or you have no skills, if you just show a sense of responsibility.
What? Ugh, you're a nepo baby too. I heard from Daddy.
What? Well, it's not nepotism, it's...
It is. Don't act high and mighty when we're the same. So annoying. Oh, yeah.
If you continue like this, it'll be trouble for...
Ah, this sucks. You don't have to talk like that.
Ma'am? She sobbed, so that's what happened.
Nana, what's wrong?
This person. This one.
Kiyosawa, what's the meaning of this?
This isn't what it looks like. Shigehiro approached furiously. I was taken into his office. Why am I getting fired?
Of course you are. You made my daughter cry.
That's so one-sided.
I've noticed your problematic behavior, like your attitude toward me. You should reflect on your wrongdoings, change your attitude, and...
I understand. Today will be my last day. I returned to the office to pack up my things. My coworkers came over, and I explained to them.
What? Why are you quitting? They're in the wrong.
If you leave this company, we need you.
Sorry, guys. I already decided on it. I held out because the other president was so good to us. But I've reached the end of my rope.
Kiyosawa-san, you're quitting?
Yeah, sorry I caused all that unnecessary chaos.
It wasn't. I was so happy when you defended me. But I can't even thank you for it.
Harukawa-san. Harukawa-san looked down sadly. She quickly looked back up.
Okay, I've decided. I'm going to quit too.
What?
If Kiyosawa-san's leaving, I have nothing left to lose here.
Harukawa-san's quitting too. What'll I look forward to?
I live for the tea that she would make for us. No way. Tell me it isn't true.
The department head came out of the office happily.
You're quitting too? That's amazing. Isn't this great? These two are leaving so you can focus on me.
This woman, she really thinks the guys like her.
How dare you? We don't want to do what you say anymore.
Yeah, stop it. No one likes you.
What? What did I do to you?
Since Harukawa-san and I were quitting, our coworkers were furious.
This sucks, Daddy!
Fake crying again. She must do this every time she's in trouble.
Again? What now?
It was just me before, but now everyone spoke up. However...
So what if one or two people quit? How dare you blame my daughter for something like that? Something like that? You're both terrible. We can't stay here. Why don't you quit with those two, then, if you can?
He must have believed that they never would. Our coworkers' faces changed.
Okay, I quit. I can't do this anymore.
No thank you to this company.
The other employees spoke up, and even Shigehiro seemed worried.
Are you sure? You'll regret it.
Wait, everyone! Why are you being mean? You're not gonna listen to me?
Now they were panicking, but we packed our stuff and left. Half of the staff that were in the office quit that day. The same people talked about starting our own company, separate from the old one. It took 6 months for our company to get on its feet. Over 30% of our clients shifted over to us, and that number was increasing. Yes, a few months ago, we started our own new company. Really? Thank you so much. We'll come visit to talk details.
Good work, President Kiyosawa.
I'm not used to being called that.
Then I'll call you Yasufumi-san. Call me Miki.
Haha, okay, Miki-san. Miki-san and I had gotten closer after the incident. Meanwhile, our former company was struggling after losing half of its capable staff.
Damn it, they really all quit. Have they all forgotten about respect?
Daddy! Everyone's so mean to me! You said that everyone would love me!
Shut up! That's not the problem right now. Kiyosawa's company's taking all our clients.
Actually, we weren't going to them. They were coming to us. Our former company's sales were going down, so the clients investigated. They learned about the incident and about me, and decided to switch. More clients were switching.
Still, we still have a big client. As long as we keep that one, it's okay.
Meanwhile, a call came to my company. They wanted to speak with me. I'm Kiyosawa.
Oh, we have the same last name. I'm the CEO of Love Koi Tech. My name is Kiyosawa too.
We're family, so of course it is. What do you need, Dad?
Ha ha ha! Don't be so serious. You're making Daddy sad.
Don't say Daddy. If this is a prank, I'm hanging up.
Ha ha ha! You're so serious. Don't worry, it's about work. I heard you quit and started your own company.
Yeah, I didn't tell you because it would be like stealing a client from that company.
That's fine, but that company seems weird recently. Do you know anything? It affects our work, so I want to hear it from someone I trust.
I heard some suspicious rumors too, actually. A few days later, Shigehiro and Nana were in front of my building.
This is it, right?
It should be. Why do I have to come here?
Shut up! You're the only one available at work. Kiyosawa, he stole our biggest client. I won't forgive him.
This is Kiyosawa's office.
It's Morta. Send Kiyosawa. Bring him here right now. Shut up! Just bring Kiyosawa out here.
I heard a commotion, so I went to check. Shigehiro was causing a scene. What's going on?
What do you mean, what? You keep stealing our clients. And now Love Koi Tech. You really did it. Our company's a mess because of you.
Well, that's
incorrect, Shigehiro-san. I'm glad I came here to hear it directly. President Kiyosawa! Why are you here? Wait, Kiyosawa? You just realized? Yasufumi and I are family. What? Why was a major company's president's son at our company? It was Yasufumi's idea to enter a company with his own skill and not my name. That's why I told him about your company.
So, the nepotism rumor I heard?
my father just told me about a company. I interviewed normally and got in. The president learned about my relationship with my father on the day I got in. I didn't use any connections.
Shut up! You use your connections to steal our client from us!
Yeah, you're the same as me. Don't act high and mighty. You used your connections to start this company too. That's not it.
Miki-san and the others came from the office.
We followed Yasufumi-san because we rely on him. We love who he is and his attitude. He doesn't abuse his power like you two.
You guys...
I didn't make the deal because it's my son's company. I only made a decision as a business runner. I noticed that your company hasn't been doing so well. Oof. Oof. I had a connection to your previous president, so I had continued her contract. However, I cannot continue with your company anymore. Wait, we're losing our clients. We're finished if we lose you too. Sir, everyone, we're so sorry. Look at us. Please save us, please.
I don't think anyone wanted to help them now.
I'm so sorry for the trouble I caused.
He bowed his head from the bed. Miki and I had come to see the former president after what happened.
I wish I could have contacted you, but I haven't been able to sit up.
You did nothing wrong.
He's right. No one blames you for anything.
I wasn't going to let him take over unless he changed, but I've decided now.
Eventually, our former company became a subsidiary of ours. I had the idea. Everyone agreed because they loved the former president. It was Shigehiro and Nana's connections that swayed the company. It was the former president's connection to us that brought the company back. I learned the importance of the connection between people in a workplace. Afterward, Nana was fired. Shigehiro has no job prospects. More than anything, he was shocked that everyone actually hated him. He's unemployed right now.
I'm so cute! So why?
She was so spoiled by her father that it was hard to face reality. Shigehiro was fired too, but on top of that, he was sued by the employees for harassment. He had been using company funds and firing people for no reason.
Damn it, why me? Don't look at me!
He was arrested and now lives peacefully in a jail cell. It was on the news, so he won't be out in public for a while.
I'm glad things worked out.
It's all thanks to you and everyone else. Thank you. Miki-san stayed by my side through all this. We decided to start dating.
This is a result of your hard work. You defended me that day. That's who you are, and that's why I want to be with you.
Miki-san.
Let me stay by your side forever, Yasufumi-san.
Connections are important, but not so you can take the easy way out. Be grateful for the hand that reaches out to help you. Don't forget what you owe. Be thoughtful, and your circle becomes bigger. That's connection. That's how I met her. Our connection will only get deeper from here.
It was noon on a holiday. She appeared in front of me right on time.
Are you Masato Kishi?
Yes. That's right. You are...
I'm Karen Nanjo. I'm the daughter of the Musashi Nanjo, the president of your company's business partner.
Oh, that's what I thought. Thank you for making time for me today.
Huh?
What's wrong?
Nothing. I wasn't expecting much, but I'm just a little disappointed that you fall far short of my expectations.
Oh, sorry. I can't believe she's the daughter of that President Nanjo. She has such a harsh personality. I can't imagine what we're going to be like for the rest of the day. As for why I met up with her in front of the station, it all started about a week ago in the president's office. Nanjo-san, the president of a company that is an important business partner of ours, took a liking to me by chance. I'd like you to have a date with my daughter. What? Unable to refuse the sudden invitation, the conversation went one way and a promise was made. I was determined to make the project with this company a success at all costs, so I accepted the invitation thinking it's just a one-time thing. But
why do I have to go on a date with this poor-looking guy?
I'm already regretting it because of her arrogant attitude that became apparent within a minute of meeting her.
I bet this guy is just as lousy as the other guy anyways.
What? What did you say?
Nothing!
According to the information the president told me earlier, she is 24 years old, started a fashion brand at a young age, and is a young president even though it's a small company. On top of that, she's beautiful and has an aura that makes an ordinary guy like me feel intimidated to get close to her. I could never understand why the president of the company chose me as a date for his daughter. Frankly, I don't think I'm a good match for her in any way. In any case, I can't just go home now, so I decided to go to a restaurant for lunch. Do you have any favorite foods, Nanjo-san? In case you're wondering, the restaurant I have reserved today is...
Why are you walking on that side of the street?
What?
What are you thinking to make a lady walk on the roadway side?
Ah, I'm sorry. Nanjo-san points out every single thing I do, as if she's grading my behavior. We've arrived. This is the restaurant.
Hey, don't close the door!
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry.
The guy should open the door and escort the lady. What are you thinking?
I'm sorry. I'm not used to this kind of thing.
That's not the point! Ugh! That's why I hate you poor people.
All my actions seemed to be backfiring, and her complaints were deafening. Finally, we got a table, but even there, her complaints didn't stop.
You did well for a poor guy,
Ah, thanks.
But there isn't much wine selection. This list isn't very good.
Oh, really? I didn't think we would be drinking for lunch, so I didn't really pay attention to it.
Hey, since you're an adult, you should at least be able to connoisseur a typical brand of wine, or else it's embarrassing, you know? Even if you don't drink, you can tell a restaurant's level by what they have on their list. It's not just a matter of making a reservation at an expensive place.
Yes. I'll be careful from now on. Damn, she has no idea I can't even spend a single dime for lunch tomorrow because of this expensive lunch. But be patient, Makoto. For the sake of the project's success, keep her entertained. By the way, perhaps because you just started up your own business, I feel like you're very refined.
Oh? Can you elaborate?
Huh? Well, how should I put it? You know about all the manners and are a person of character.
Huh? How can I be a person of character when I'm acting like this towards you? Are you blind?
Oh, you were aware? But then, I guess it's in your blood to start your own business, isn't it? That means you have charisma, just like your father.
Like my father, huh?
Nanjo-san? Huh? Why does she look so gloomy?
You don't even know a single thing about entrepreneurship. Why do you talk like you know everything? I don't need you to praise me to know everything you just said to me.
Yes, you're right. Nanjo-san immediately returned to her usual tone and spat her venomous words at me. I decided at this point that her gloomy expression earlier was probably just my imagination. When we left the restaurant after finishing the stressful lunch, there was a lost child crying in front of the restaurant. Nanjo-san was the first to notice the child and seemed to be concerned.
What happened to her parents?
She mumbles to herself and tries to approach the child.
Yuka! Mommy!
But the mother came right away.
Thank God.
Nanjo-san, she makes this kind of expression too, huh? It was like she was more worried about the child than anyone else. It's kind of refreshing to see this side of her. Thank God, huh? Well, shall we go? Watch out! Oh, are you okay?
Yeah. Hey? How long are you going to be like that? Get away from me!
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't look at me like that, perv!
I didn't look at you that way.
Yes, you did! Ugh, whatever, let's get out of here.
It's a misunderstanding, okay? After that, I had to tag along Nanjo-san to shopping. I thought it would be just a lunch date, but it looks like I have to endure her rampage for a bit longer. I was forced to carry a lot of shopping bags, and I was reaching my limit, both physically and mentally.
Hey, what do you think of this swimsuit? Which one suits me better? This one? Or this one?
What? Well, I don't know anything about that kind of stuff, so...
Come on, look at me and choose.
I think the one you're wearing now looks better.
What? No matter how you look at it, this one is definitely better. You really have no taste, do you?
Then why did you ask?
Also, could you please stop staring at me?
You told me to look! After that, she continued shopping as much as she wanted, and it was around 5 in the evening when she finally decided to go home, satisfied.
Well then, I'm going home. Oh, the score for today's date was below average, by the way. You have no escorting skills as a man, and since it's a date, you should have at least bought me a present. You should earn more money so that you can do that as a man.
With that, she quickly left in a cab. As soon as she left, all the stress exploded inside me. What the hell is wrong with that woman? She just kept on dissing me. What the hell does she think I am? Damn it, I'm gonna drown my anger with booze. Unable to control my anger, I went to a convenience store, bought some cheap liquor, and drowned myself with it to forget about what happened today. Damn, seriously, what the hell? I worked so hard to make reservations at that expensive restaurant. I even had to cut my living expenses to afford it. As I continued to vent out my frustrations, I started to remember even all the subtle expressions she made. That girl didn't seem like a bad person though. Her attitude towards the lost child just seemed a little different than that of a jerk. The expressions she made when we were talking about her father also bothered me. She seemed like someone who shouldn't be left alone for some reason. Well, all these are part of making my business project a success. As I thought about that, I no longer felt like drowning myself with booze or complain about her. The next day, while I was waiting for a train on the platform to go to a meeting, I received a call from President Nanjo. Hi, Kishi. Thanks for taking my daughter on a date yesterday. Did I cause you any trouble? Oh, no, not at all. She was such a nice lady. Way too good for me. I can't say she was a jerk. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Let me ask you something. Why did you choose me? Well, that's because you're a kind person. Huh? There was a time when I lost my wallet and you looked for it with me, right? Even after I told you you can stop, you didn't give up and found it for me. Ever since then, I've been thinking about having someone like you as a partner for my daughter. To tell you the truth, she's not my real daughter. She's a stepdaughter that my remarried partner brought home. I'm not very good as a parent, and I've yet to teach that girl anything. I want to teach her that money isn't the only important thing in this world, but I'm not good enough. But I think a kind person like you can show her a different world. As I listened to the president, I honestly felt like it was gonna be too much burden. I wasn't confident that I could take on that much responsibility. I also felt that he was overrating me. Speaking of which, you guys didn't exchange contact information, did you? I'll tell you her number now. I'll let my daughter know. So I got Nanjo-san's phone number and the call ended. A few days later, while returning home from work, a familiar-looking woman was in a tango with a man. Hey, it's just for a bit, okay?
I told you I don't want to. Are you deaf?
Hey, please stop. She doesn't like it. Huh? What the hell are you? You ain't got nothing to do with this. No, but... The guy yelled at me and honestly my legs were shaking. But there was no way I could back down, so I kept arguing with him while freaking out. God, you're a pain in the ass. I've had enough. Look at you, all scared. Not cool at all. He finally gave up. Hey, are you alright, Nanjo-san?
Not cool.
Huh?
You, if you're going to save me, be cool! Your legs were shaking the whole time and that ugly asshole was completely looking down on you. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? Ugh, that's why you poor people are useless.
What is that attitude? Is that what you say to a person who saved you?
Huh? What? It's true! If you're going to be scared anyway, don't save anyone.
That's not how it works. He could have done terrible things to you.
I could have handled that kind of guy on my own. I'm smarter and cooler than you.
Well, you certainly didn't look like that. I finally lost my patience and got pissed off. I didn't care if she was the boss's daughter. I forgot to use formal languages with her and the argument continued.
Why are poor people like that pickup guy and you so despicable?
Huh? Don't compare me with that guy. What's so despicable about me?
Everything! I don't know how you took advantage of my father, but you planned to go on a date with me just for our money, right?
What? Don't you know what your father is thinking?
Huh? What are you yelling at me for? You're just mad because I hit the nail on the head, right?
No, I'm just saying, don't say what the hell you want without knowing what's really going on.
You don't know anything either.
With these words, Nanjo-san left as if she was running away from me. She quickly turned down the alley and disappeared from my sight. Damn, seriously, what's with that girl? I knew it, she's too much of a burden for me. I turned around to head home, still angry, thinking that I should probably stop getting involved with her. The frustration doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon. I better have a few drinks again tonight to calm myself down. Phone call? Hello?
Oh, Makoto, it's Mom. I'm sorry, but could you please pay our expenses this month too? We can't afford it yet.
Yeah, I know. I'll pay as usual, so don't worry about it. See you later. Poor people have their own difficulties too, you know? I started walking home, ruminating over the words of Nanjo-san in my head. For the next few days, I was in agony, unable to get the thought of Nanjo-san out of my head. Even when I go out on a weekend, I can't stop thinking about her. It's not good to be like this. But what should I do? Is that Nanjo-san? Children's aid donation? It was the same on our last date, but she seems strangely attached to children. She never smiles like that in front of me. After making sure Nanjo-san left the place, I approached the donation group. I guess I should do this kind of stuff once in a while.
Thank you.
It was just to distract my mind, but of course it was not enough to make me feel better. So I went home and continued to agonize over her. I ended up thinking about her until this late at night. Why do I have to think so much about her? It's her who is to blame. I guess I should just give her a call. On a whim, I decided to call her number that the president gave me. We should just talk it out and resolve it quickly.
The phone you are calling is either turned off or out of range.
Turn off? Hello? Oh, Kishi? Do you happen to be with my daughter right now? Huh? No. I see. What's wrong? Actually, my daughter hasn't come home yet, but her phone seems to be turned off. She hasn't gone home since I saw her during the day? I hope I'm just overreacting, but it's quite late, so I'm getting worried. I'm gonna go look for her now. Your daughter might come back home, so you stay there, sir. Without waiting for his response, I hung up and hurried out of the house to look for her. I said I'll look for her, but none of us has any idea where she is. I think I've checked all the places she might go to, but she's nowhere to be found. A phone call?
You. Is it Masato Kishi?
This voice. Nanjo-san? Where are you now?
I'll tell you, so just come and get me.
The person who called me was, surprisingly, Nanjo-san. She sounded a little tired. She seemed to be at a station in the next town, so I decided to hurry over. When I got to the place I was told to go, I was relieved to have finally found Nanjo-san. Nanjo-san!
Ugh, you're late.
Sorry, but why are you here?
There was a lost child, so I escorted him home.
Lost child, huh? Wait, your knee's injured.
I just helped the kid who almost fell over. I broke my phone because of it, but I happened to have your number I got from Dad, so I called you from a payphone.
After listening to her story, I went to the convenience store, bought some disinfectant, and patched her up. Nanjo-san seemed to be somewhat feeling down. Why did you do something so reckless until it got to this point?
My current father, he's not my real father. My mother remarried him, so I have a real dad elsewhere. He was a real son of a bitch. I hated him. All he did was drink and gamble and play with women, and he didn't even notice how lonely I was. So when I see kids in trouble...
I finally understood why Nanjo-san can't leave kids alone. Her unusual reactions toward children and the topic of father are probably because they remind her of her sad past. I see. I kind of understand what's going on, but you should take better care of yourself.
Huh! Stop lecturing me.
Forget about me, but your father is really worried about you. Besides, let me worry about you too. You're kind of hard to leave alone.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to tell me I look like I need care?
Well, yeah.
Hey! You're supposed to say something nicer to me in this situation.
But can you deny it?
I can't!
Why did you say that so confidently? After I finished trading her, we decided to go back to the station where we can easily find a cab. It wasn't far, so I decided to piggyback her. She easily obliged. Are your legs okay?
They're fine. As for you, am I not too heavy?
What if I say you are?
I'll smack you on the head 100 times. You know, I used to be poor. My real father was such a lousy, greedy man. I really thought that being poor made him such a bad person. I didn't want to be like that myself, so I worked really hard to not be poor, and now I can live a reasonably luxurious life. I have completely cut ties with my real father and resolved all the issues, but I still have a bad image of poor people. So, I'm wary of poor people and try not to trust them, but... You seem different from everyone I've ever known.
I see. That's why you have that kind of attitude towards me.
What's with that face? What do you mean by that attitude?
I mean, you're not being honest. You have money, so if you wanted to, you could have gotten a cab and gone home.
I hate that inquisitive side of yours.
Sorry. I'm just glad that you asked me to help you. I don't think it's right to decide the quality of life by money, but I do wonder if having money would give me peace of mind. I'm forced to live in poverty to help my parents pay off their debt, so sometimes money worries me, and I get burned out.
What? And yet you've come this far to help me?
That's why. I'm a bit jealous of you.
By the way, I saw you at the fundraiser earlier today.
Oh, you were watching me? I saw you donate, so I thought I would do it too.
You're always thinking about others too when you don't have much money yourself. Well, that's what makes me trust you though.
Huh? What makes you... What did you say?
It's nothing. You come with me when I go buy a new phone.
Sure. Okay.
Don't get me wrong, it's not a date. You're just going to carry my stuff.
I know.
And I'm sorry for all the horrible things I've said to you. And thanks.
I felt a little closer to her, and that was enough to get rid of all the uneasiness I felt until then. A month later, the project with my client was progressing well, and we achieved our goal. President Nanjo and I were getting along well with each other as always, and sometimes we had a chance to talk alone, like now.
Come to think of it, I haven't thanked you for finding my daughter the other day.
No, it's nothing. I didn't do anything much.
She seems to have taken a liking to you since that day, and talks about you all the time at home.
Oh, is that so?
Well, I'm sure you'd be a good match for my daughter, but that's a bit presumptuous, isn't it?
No, actually. With some awkwardness, I fearfully reported to the president about the change in my relationship with her over the past month. On a weekend, we met up at a casual restaurant for lunch. Her stylish outfit looks a little out of place at this affordable restaurant.
I can repay your parents' debt, you know. I can take it off your shoulders, and you can pay them back to me little by little.
No, I want to pay that off myself. How can I say this? I want my relationship with you to have nothing to do with money.
Are you sure? Well, if you say so. Then I guess we'll have to have our dates at affordable restaurants for a while. Well, the food tastes good, so I'm not complaining.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm putting you through a lot of trouble.
What are you talking about? We're already lovers. We're supposed to support each other like that, right?
I'm counting on you. Thank you.
Besides, when I'm with Makoto, I feel like I can be happy even without money.
We started dating a week ago. Karen's changing a lot, and I feel like she's starting to realize that there's more important things than money. Gradually, she's starting to not look down so much on poor people. That's what the president wanted, so I'm happy about it. Now it's my turn to change. In the future, I'll definitely make her happy by letting her live the way she wants with my own power.
I'm Takeshi Odora. Nice to meet you. I introduced myself cheerfully. I was about to start working at Lavkoi Educational Resources. I looked scary and I was awkward. My only asset was my straightforwardness. I've never had a girlfriend in my 26 years of life.
Oh, Odora-kun, no need to raise your voice like that.
Sorry.
Ooh, yikes. I don't really like people like that. Me too. He's so stone-faced. Ooh, scary.
Women are scared of how I look and don't come near me.
He's so hot! What?
That's how I started out here. A few weeks went by. I brought the tags for Shimane, Hokkaido, and Saitama. I was asked, so I brought the receiver that finished charging. Where should I put it?
Huh? I asked Matsue. Sorry, put it over there.
I entered the company as a secretary in sales, but I'm doing all kinds of work to get used to the job.
Hey, it's Friday. Wanna go to a club? A cute girl started working there recently.
I'm not really into that. Sorry.
You're no fun. It's not like you're not into girls, right?
I laughed weakly and left. I wasn't good with this type of conversation. I finished my busy day. It was 5 p.m.
Hey, Odora, you haven't had a girlfriend all your life. You must be free.
It was Shinji Matsue making fun of me, my senpai in the department.
I have a date, so take care of the rest. You won't say no, right? Think of this as training.
He said he had a date and pushed his unfinished work onto me. I guess. Let's do it. If I didn't do this, the guests and everyone else would suffer. It will be good training. The next morning, I was being berated by Shinji.
What are you doing, idiot? This isn't how you do it. The textbooks for Troubled Teens High School is a special order with all Japanese hiragana text.
I see. Sorry, you left without explaining anything.
Don't make excuses and blame me. Do it over.
When I went back to my desk, this is what Shinji said.
Jeez, it sucks when people don't know how to adapt. You know if you saw the resume. I do all this work every day. I'd like for him to watch and learn. I attract girls without even trying. We're on different levels at work and as men.
He satisfied himself by one-upping me. An hour passed since work started. It was the busiest time, but the department chief came to the office.
Sorry, 2 of our part-timers called out. We have a delivery that has to be done by this afternoon. Someone help us.
Humph, who would want to do all that sweaty work?
Working in the warehouse required power, and it was sweaty. A hush fell over the office. I'll do it. I stopped my work and stood up. This was work, too.
Sorry about this. I'll treat you to some food.
Thank you. I'll head over as soon as I finish this one thing.
He knows his place.
I'm so tired. That afternoon, I finally finished the warehouse work and walked the hallway alone. Reorganizing and loading a bunch of textbooks that will be used in the second semester. It was simple work, but hard.
Thanks, you really helped us. Son, you're a responsible good man. I like you. Rest well today.
It was just past 5 p.m. now.
Oh, he's finally back.
When I got back to the office, Matsue seemed to be waiting for me.
You didn't do any office work, huh? Don't make us do your work. There's still stuff that isn't finished. You do the rest.
All of this? This is a lot after all that work, I thought.
Odora-kun, you worked hard today. Go home.
Sir?
Matsue was surprised when the boss appeared out of nowhere.
Matsue-kun, he did all the work he was supposed to do in an unfamiliar environment. I feel like that work should be done by the people who stayed in the office today, is it not?
Yes.
I heard later that he had accepted work from the woman who went home to look cool.
Damn it, I was gonna make him do it and go home.
I don't usually go home at this time. Work ended at 5 p.m. It was 5:30 p.m. I usually went home at 7 p.m., so it was early. Matsue-senpai gets off at this time and goes on dates. Dates. My business trip is... okay. Actually, there's someone I like. It was a one-sided crush. A girl that saw someone like me and fell for me at first sight. So I liked her too. But were we dating? Not yet. We've never even been on a date. Wanna go on a date right now? I, an all-boys high school grad, asked a girl on a date for the first time. 30 minutes later, I was nervously waiting outside the station.
Oh, Dada-san! I missed you!
Whoa! A woman leapt toward me.
I love you! My business trip was so long! I genuinely considered blowing up my workplace.
That's too much for just a 2-day work trip. Her name was...
Sono Aikamachi, 24 years old, working in the sales department. To me, she was, when standing, a peony, when sitting, a camellia, walking, the grace of a lily. Also, I am the boss's daughter. You have to marry me. As in, please marry me.
Weird. She overtook the narration and also proposed. Still, it wasn't just in her head.
It was at first sight. Please go out with me on the basis of marriage.
She's weird. On my second day, she asked to talk and said this. The next day, after I had told her I needed to think, she half forced me to the boss's office.
I'm serious. I will show you how serious I am, Dad. I will marry this man.
What?
She's weird, but she did all this for me and said all that. I felt happy.
Is it like you actually knew him from a long time ago?
Nope. Love at first sight. Did you see his introduction? So hot. This is my ideal man.
She's really weird. My boss breathed deeply to calm himself down.
No, I don't approve. Odora-kun, if you want this, get results first. Do what you need to do first. I'll let you figure out what that means.
That was that. But she likes me so much. I fall for her too.
Dinner first. Leave it to me. I'll make sure you love it.
Okay. No dating, but going out as friends was okay. With my lack of experience, I had no idea what my boss's intentions were. I was taken to a restaurant called Love Koi Ramen Goro. What is this? You can't even see the noodles or the soup. This is insane. Sono cast a spell toward the counter, and this was what was brought out.
Extra veggie, extra sauce, extra effects, and extra garlic. Go! You can do it. Good luck.
I'll try my best. Meanwhile, Shinji left the office looking annoyed.
Damn it, I'm finally done. It's 9 p.m., stupid boss. This wouldn't have happened if he said he'd help. I'm his senpai. Let's go eat, I guess.
He headed towards the shop. Ugh.
I really didn't think you'd actually finish it.
Always finish what you're given. I believe that was good manners. But this was too much.
Sorry. I heard you worked hard all day.
I see. This was her way of taking care of me. I'm fine.
Whoa! Want to try an extra large rice bowl next time?
I'm sorry. No, thank you. She laughed. I was having fun. There was someone watching us from afar.
It's dark, so I can't see. But is that a girl? He makes me work overtime, and how dare you?
That was fun. The next day, I was processing orders that came in yesterday. I still didn't know what the boss meant by getting results. Okay, let's do this.
You look excited. I'll give you work to do.
Matsue spoke out to me and placed a mountain of paperwork onto my tray.
When accounting finishes the invoices, they put it in the ledger. Put all this in the files.
Oh, okay. How do I do it?
Huh? I have a half day, so I have a lot to do. Ask someone. Oh, also, take care of the work I didn't finish. All of this by end of the day.
Matsue left after lunch, and I was drowning in my work.
Odora-kun, sorry, we have a rush job. Can you help for an hour?
What? What should I do? I won't finish. No, prioritize what benefits the company. Okay, I'll be right over. In the end, it took 2 hours. I noticed that a new part-timer made a mistake, so it took time to check everything. Now, I have to go back and do all that work. I was wondering when I'd be able to go home.
He's back. Good work. We'll do this, so go take a break. It was physical work, right?
The women in the office were taking the paperwork from my desk to theirs. Whoa, why?
It's fine. We'll teach you what you don't know later, so go take a break. Yeah, we gonna get out of here on time.
Thank you for helping me. We finished by the end of the day. I bowed my head toward them.
It's fine. We should apologize. Yeah, Matsue-kun told us that you just wanted to get paid overtime. We saw you and thought that wasn't it. We're sorry we pretended not to notice. Also, sorry we thought you were scary. We heard from Sono you're just diligent.
She told me about what happened before I came to work.
Yeah, Odera-san doesn't say much, but he's just diligent and awkward. But he's nice, and I keep falling for him. She's weird.
Excuse me, we finished the ledger. All the work was done. I headed to accounting to report to them.
Huh? You finished today? We never use it anyway, so you could have done it whenever you had time.
Oh, really?
We finished the invoices and have the data. It was Matsue. Thank you. He worked hard.
You're diligent. She laughed. The next day, Matsue was being yelled at by the accounting chief while I was gone.
What are you doing? It's our job as senpais to teach newbies about what should be prioritized.
Sorry. That guy snitching on me.
Don't give any orders to Odera-kun. I'll let the higher-ups know to make someone else do it.
Okay.
I'm not sure who spread it, or if it just spread. I was known for being diligent and working hard in the office.
This requires the customers to check, so it's hard. I'll do it, so watch. Buy a specific form and process it with that. Kinda weird to ask us to buy it.
Oh, can you teach me how to fill in that form? I was building good relationships with everyone and learning a lot. I was able to do all kinds of work now. On the other hand, Matsue looked upset by himself every day.
Odera-san is scary looking, but his awkwardness makes him kinda endearing. I get that. He listens to what we teach. I want to take care of him.
Damn it, why Odera? What's so good about him?
It was the face of a man who was getting beat by someone he looked down on.
Damn it. Damn it.
Matsue-senpai, are you okay? Lunch ended. I was concerned about him holding his head in his hands and mumbling.
Oh, Odera?
If you're not feeling well...
Shut up! Are you pretending to care so you could win some points? Stop it already, you liar!
No, that's not...
You're annoying! Act like a kohai! Stop acting cocky!
Matsue stood up and pointed his finger at me. He said it loud enough for everyone to hear.
I don't want to say this, but Matsue is really childish.
What?
Yeah. He bullies his kohais for his own ego and makes his own lame hierarchy. And when he doesn't like something, he throws a tantrum. Even a middle schooler is more mature. We were fooled too, but his head's empty. It was revealed thanks to Odera-kun.
The woman's words cut deeper than anything Matsue had said to me. He was getting served.
Don't talk like that in the office.
Sono brought the boss in to stop the argument.
This is work. We don't know who's watching, so act like adults.
Sorry.
And? Is there something you want to apologize for? To Odera-kun?
No, there isn't.
He put his pride before anything else.
I see. Then let me say this. You're childish. For many reasons, I have been observing the office from time to time. I believe that the department should solve the department's problems. Matsue-kun, these past few months, he's grown so much and gets along with everyone. I believe that is the result of his hard work. How about you? Place your hand on your chest and think about your behavior.
The boss spoke to Shinji. After that, the talk ended, and the boss returned to his office.
Why do I have to get yelled at? Even my own dad's never gotten mad at me.
Matsue kept mumbling at his desk with a cloudy expression. Strangely, he couldn't imagine that the work he pushed onto me helped me grow and gain trust. We finished our work, and I left with Sono.
Whee! Yay, yay! Dad recognized your work!
Yeah. Sono was elated by the boss's words earlier. But there was still another step to earning her dad's approval. Do what you have to do.
What's with that face?
I was thinking about what the boss had told me. Oh, yeah. I was thinking about what your dad said.
Huh, you're so diligent. But thank you. You're thinking about me, right?
Yeah, for you. A few days later, it was the weekend. I was nervously standing in front of her house.
Don't be so nervous. We're not getting married.
I know, but... I knew him, but talking to a partner's parent was nerve-wracking. I would like to officially date your daughter. The boss had told me to get results at work and do what I had to do. Those were the two terms. The results were related to whether I could take care of the company if I married Sono, which meant I had to prove that people could trust me. The other term was that I be the one to say that I want to date her.
Take care of my daughter. I'm excited for you to ask for her hand one day.
Oh, that's not yet.
Ah! Now we're officially boyfriend and girlfriend, right? Takeshi-san?
Oh, yeah. On this day, we finally became an official couple. What happened after? As for Shinji Matsue,
Huh? His girlfriend is Sono Aikamochi? No way!
he was in shock after finding out that the girl I was seeing was the president's daughter.
How did he not know? You really don't care about anyone but yourself.
His rap at work was much worse than mine now. In the end, he lost his place at work and ended up quitting. As for me, I still had a lot to learn.
Thanks for helping again. You're going out with Sono-chan? This company will be fine if you and Sono-chan are taking over.
Everyone was nice to me because of my work ethic. Many years later, we were married and the boss was retired. Everyone, I'll be taking on the position of company president. I will strive for happiness and growth in the office.
So proper. But that's him.
Others will judge your character, so your actions unconsciously determine your worth to others. This story is to show that anyone can come back from a bad first impression.
Can you go on a hot spring trip with my daughter?
What? One day in November, as the weather was getting colder towards the end of the year, I was surprised to hear a comment from the president of a major manufacturer with whom I have a close business relationship.
It's my daughter's birthday soon. Every year, I ask her what she wants. And this year, she wants to take a relaxing trip to a hot spring. But I'm worried about letting her go alone. I really wish I could go with her, but...
I suppose it's difficult for him to take days off at this time of the year as the president. Incidentally, I'm planning to take about a week off, and I was just talking about that to him. I guess that's why he thought of me. I shouldn't have talked about unnecessary stuff. If that's the case, I'll go.
Oh, thank you. I know I can trust you. Don't worry, I'll pay for your trip.
And this guy who's putting a fake smile on is Yasushi Katsura, a boring salesman, 30 years old. I have known the president for several years now. He must have made that offer to me because he has a certain level of trust in me.
Excuse me, I'm here because I was called?
One woman enters the president's office with a discreet knock. She's quite pretty.
Oh, Hotane. Let me introduce you to him. He is Yasushi-kun. This is Hotane Himekawa, She's my proud daughter. How do you like her? If I may say so myself, isn't she pretty? The president introduced both of us to each other. Apparently, she is now working in the accounting department of his company. Otane, he agreed to accompany you on your trip, so say hello to him.
Why did you...
Huh? Did she mumble something?
I see. Well then, thank you for your help.
I winced a little at her expression and voice that didn't seem very welcoming. Well then, have fun on your 3-day trip to Hokkaido! Hokkaido? 1 week later, the day of our trip to Hokkaido came. The destination is Noboribetsu Hot Springs. Oh man, this day has come. If I think about it, she's the boss's daughter, and it's like I'm hired to entertain her. Even if it's a free trip, I have to take care of her. Ugh. I had a mixed feeling before the trip even started. Looks like she's here.
The flight for New Chitose Airport is now boarding.
Just as she arrived, the boarding announcement was made.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, I'll carry your luggage.
Hey, can you really hold 2 people's luggage by yourself? Use your brain a little more, and you don't need to put on a fake smile.
She said so sharply. She was absolutely right. But did I do something wrong? Well, we managed to get on the plane, but 30 minutes have passed. No conversation whatsoever. Great. A topic. Think of a topic. Let's see. No. I can't find anything we have in common to talk about.
Sorry I got you into this.
Huh? Her unexpected words startled me, and I made a funny sound. Then she looked at me and said,
Was it Yasushi Katsuda? Well then, can you make me laugh now?
Whoa, what an unreasonable request all of a sudden! Huh?
Why do you sound so unexpected? Well, because my dad said you were a funny guy, so I thought you were a comedian.
Hey, why do you look so surprised?
I'm just kidding. Well, I guess you're at least worth talking to.
Okay. Apparently, she was testing me to see how I would react.
We've got some free time until we get to Hokkaido, so tell me something embarrassing about your past.
I won't! I guess she thought I was an easy person to tease, and we continued to talk like that for a while, and the tension between us eased. Blue sky! White clouds! Oh, what a beautiful day!
Blue face and white breath. Wow, it's quite terrible, actually.
We arrived at the airport. Once we stepped outside, we found a beautiful snowy sky waiting for us. I can't stop sweating from my nose and trembling with excitement, like a true samurai.
Your nose is running and you're shivering from the cold. How could you even think of going outside in such light clothes? Ugh, don't be silly and put on your jacket quickly.
As one would expect in Hokkaido, the temperature in late November here was like the coldest day in the mainland Japan. Here, it snows at this time of the year, and depending on the frequency of snowfall, the snow can just stay all the way until spring. Therefore, you must wear proper winter clothes. It's also better to wear winter boots than sneakers to keep your feet warm. It's cold. So cold. Who is it? Who's the idiot who said he's fine and ran out of his home in autumn clothes? I'll give you a sermon.
Well, it's you. Huh? What do you mean we're taking a bus instead of renting a car?
She's glaring at me as she approaches me. Apparently, she doesn't like the idea of using a bus instead of a car. Well, I'm not used to driving on snowy roads, and it's a place I'm not familiar with, so I thought a bus would be safer.
Do you expect me to put up with such a cramped ride? And I'm already putting up with a lot of stuff.
Well, what am I supposed to do, though? Is a person from a rich family always this selfish?
Fine. I'll put up with it.
After a brief Q&A session, Hotane finally sighed with a resigned look on her face.
So the bus leaves at 2 p.m. and by reservation only, right? What are we going to do until then?
It is now 11:30 a.m. We still have more than 2 hours to spare.
Well, it can't be helped. Let's have a meal.
Okay, well, let's have some beef rice bowl or a burger. At that moment, my face got tightly gripped by a hand.
We came this far and you are with a lady. Beef rice bowl? A burger? You're joking, right?
Oh, of course it's a joke, ma'am.
In Hokkaido, you must eat seafood, right? Oh, wow, looks delicious.
In the end, even though we stepped outside for a bit, we decided to eat at the airport. To be frank, it was too cold to look for a restaurant outside, and New Chitose Airport is a famous gourmet spot. So we chose a seafood restaurant. It was expensive, but the meal was luxurious and packed with awesome seafood. How was it? You must be satisfied.
Why do you sound so proud?
After slowly finishing her meal and walking around the airport for a bit, it was finally time for the bus, so we boarded it.
I'm kind of tired from all the walking.
Hotane grumbled, but we will be at Noboribetsu Hot Springs in an hour. I'll let her relax the rest of the way. We're just heading to the inn you booked for us, so I'm sure we can just take a rest now. I noticed that I had started talking to her casually now. I'm glad we've gotten used to each other.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I get car sick easily.
Whoa! Here's the medicine and a sick bag!
Finally, we're here.
After an hour-long bus ride, Hotane stretches out as if she is finally released. There weren't many people who got off the bus with us or walking around the town, probably because it was the off-season. There was also a slight smell of sulfur in the air, which gave the town the atmosphere of a hot spring resort. Since I've come all the way here, I like to get in the inn while taking my time to look around, but
In this heavy snow?
yeah, that's right. The snow was piling up much faster than expected. It seems there's no time to look around. Oh man, I even took a paid leave and came all the way here, and it's snowing so much.
Paid leave? Oh, right. You came here because my dad.
I failed to catch her biting her lips in a somewhat regretful manner.
You're being so inconsiderate. Why don't you quickly carry my stuff and walk?
What? Suddenly, she told me that with a sharp tone and a strong gaze, and I got confused by that. Because at the airport, she basically told me I was an idiot for trying to carry both of our luggage by myself. Oh, Hotane-san?
Shut up! Don't call me so casually. You came just because my dad told you to, right? Then be a proper escort and don't make me angry.
Hotane made me carry her luggage, and we managed to get to an inn that was a bit off the road. It was she who had chosen to book this inn, instead of a hotel in the middle of the town. Did I do something wrong? She still has a sour look on her face.
You are Miss Hotane Himekawa, and you have reserved one room for 2 people. Is that right?
1 room? Oh no, that's not good. Is it possible to make it 2 rooms?
Please make yourself at home in this room.
Oh, what a nice room! The room was a spacious and relaxing Japanese-style room. In the end, we canceled the reservation for 2 people in the same room and got 2 separate rooms. But I wonder why. She reserved only 1 room for 2 people. Oh, whatever. Anyway, now I can relax until I get home. First of all, I should get in a hot spring to warm up my cold body. Noboribetsu Hot Springs is a hot spring resort with 9 different types of hot springs. It would be interesting to compare the different types. It would be nice to take an open-air bath and watch the snow as well. Anyway, let's head straight to the hot spring. At that moment, I heard a woman's angry voice.
What the hell is this? Are you kidding me? The room was not cleaned properly, and there's garbage left by a previous guest in the corner of the room. What's going on?
When I went out into the hallway, I found Hotane with an angry look on her face, and who appeared to be the manager apologizing with her head bowed.
I'm very sorry. We will change your room immediately. That's not the point. You are in the service industry. What is this service? That's what I'm asking. Are you the manager? How are you training your staff? They can't even clean properly. I'm truly sorry.
Wait a minute, what the hell happened? I intervened between the 2 of them.
Everything is wrong. I'm asking her why she would make a guest stay in such a messy room.
But she's apologizing properly. If you're an adult, you should be more forgiving.
Shut up! You were only told by my dad to come with me. It's none of your business. What the hell? Why did it turn out this way? Everything is going wrong. And you really went out of your way just to make me feel bad? Why did you agree to come? What are you going to do about this?
What did you mean by that? I was so angry at her for being so selfish and screaming around. Enough!
Huh?
Enough with your selfishness! If you have something to say it to your dad! Don't get pissed off at stupid things and cause trouble to the people around you! If you think you can do whatever you want, you're wrong! If you're an adult, think properly before you do things! Sir and Madame?
Huh?
Before we knew, all the guests were gathered around us, and a well-built man who looked like a young master of the inn was glaring at us. Sorry, but you have to leave. And so we were kicked out of the inn and put under a flurry of snow. Well, it was only natural after making a fuss like that. Thank goodness it's not snowing heavily anymore. Next to me, Hotane was looking dejected. Oh, it's hard to talk to her. But we have to find a place to stay as soon as possible. Oh,
I'm so sorry.
Oh, huh? Just as I was about to talk to her, she bowed her head and apologized to me. And there were tears in her eyes. Hotane-san? You're crying?
You have every right to be angry. I got frustrated and took it out on others. I was being an asshole. Actually, I wanted to come with my dad. We're a family of just my dad and I. At first, he said he would come, you know? But then he said he couldn't take a break anymore.
Oh, so that's why you only booked one room.
Then just when I thought I would go by myself, you came along. To be honest, I was really annoyed. And earlier, I remembered how annoying it all had been, so I took it out on you. I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused you.
She apologized more honestly than I expected. I was at a loss as to how to respond to her. Oh, I'm sorry for raising my voice too. Anyway, look up. I understand your situation now, but first, we need to find a place to stay. The weather was getting a little more snowy again, and we looked up.
Wait!
As I was about to walk away, she grabbed my sleeve to stop me.
I've actually never had someone get mad at me to my face like that before. I guess that's how spoiled I was growing up. So, thank you. Thank you for getting mad at me. I'll try not to cause you trouble anymore.
She looked at me and smiled gently. Now, the weather outside was unstable, with the snow repeatedly getting heavier and weaker. We went into a guest house near the inn we had been kicked out of, and asked if we could stay there. What? Only one room available?
Yes, we only open up one room during off-season. In exchange, you can enjoy the hot spring as much as you like. We've been quite troubled by this weather, you know. It would be great if you could stay since the original guests canceled their reservation. I mean, you are a couple, aren't you? You don't need 2 rooms anyways, do you?
What are we gonna do? I looked at Hotane.
I don't mind. Do you? We're just going to sleep in the same room, right? I've decided to trust you, so it's okay. You won't do anything to me, right?
Of course, I intend not to, but I'm surprised that she trusts me.
It's okay. If you try to do anything to me, I'll wrap you in a bamboo mat and force you into hibernation.
That will be a permanent hibernation. Your smile is scaring me. Anyway, Hotane gave me a permission, so we decided to stay at this guest house today. Phew! I can finally relax! I laid down in the large tatami room, which was as relaxing as the one in the previous inn. It was now 5 p.m. It's not the appropriate time or weather to look around outside anymore. I guess we'll look around the town tomorrow. Hey, why are you glancing at me?
No, it's just that I'm suddenly conscious of the fact that we're staying in the same room.
You say that now?
You really won't do anything to me, right?
Oh, if you blush like that, you make me feel nervous too. Oh, of course, I won't do anything. I really won't.
Right, I know. But what if I say you can?
What? No, I still won't do anything. I'll never do anything weird to you during this trip. I replied to her with a will of steel. Because, think about it. First, I make a move on you, right? Later, your father would find out and tell me, "You hurt my daughter." And then my company would get a complaint from him, and I would be fired. I would end up on the street, unable to find a new job. Then I would think to myself, why did I even touch her that day? Oh, I'm so scared.
Well, you are quite imaginative.
Whoops, she was taken aback. Oh, it's so nice to take an open-air bath while looking at the snow. We decided to soak in the hot spring because we still had time until dinner, and we felt it was going to be awkward staying in the room together. The smell of sulfur is so strong. The milky white water smelled like rotten eggs. A lot of steam was coming out, probably due to the temperature difference. As I was warming up my cold body, I suddenly felt the presence of someone and turned around. Is it a monkey? Or... What?
What the? Yasushi-san?
That was Hotane, with just a towel wrapped around her body. Damn, the steam is in the way. I thought this was the man's bath.
I thought I came in the woman's bath too.
As it turns out, the changing rooms were separated by gender, but once inside, it was a mixed bath. So, why are we like this?
Shut up. We're both cold and tired, right?
And so we're soaking in the open air bath with our backs to each other, so that we don't see each other. I see. Now I understand why only one room is available with unlimited access to the hot springs.
Hey, I need to talk to you about something.
About what?
Tomorrow, I'm thinking of going and apologize to the inn we were at earlier for the trouble I've caused them. I was wondering if you could, go with me?
Oh, that's an easy task. Okay, I think that's a good thing to do.
Yeah, thanks. It takes a bit of courage, but it's my fault, so...
My impression of her was improving a lot. This sake is very easy to drink and really good. Let's see what it's called. The Winter Traveler, huh? Maybe I'll buy a few bottles as souvenirs. After finishing our meal, we were relaxing and enjoying some sake.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I wonder if Dad will be pleased.
I'm sure he will be. If you don't mind, I can tell him that you miss him, you know? After I said that, she shook her head and gave me a gentle smile.
No, I'll tell him myself because, he's my dad.
I see. That was none of my business. Forget what I said.
No, it's not like that. You're a kind person. So, can you be my friend?
What? Me?
Yeah, you. Here, have another drink.
I mean, sure, of course, my friend.
Really? Thanks! Yeah. Yes, Sushi? If we are friends, I can call you casually, right?
Thus, we became friends, and we talked about random stuff until we fell asleep.
I'm so sorry about yesterday.
The next day, the snow had completely stopped, and Hotane went to the inn to apologize, as she had promised yesterday.
No. Please raise your head. We were at fault as well. In fact, I am very sorry that we ended up kicking you out in the snow.
We apologized to each other and left the place.
Hey, Yasushi? Where shall we stay today? I don't mind sharing a room with you again.
I'm sure any place would be open right now, but we'll stay in separate rooms today. Even though we apologized, it would be awkward for us to stay in that inn, so we started looking for another place to stay.
Why? We even took a bath together. Let's talk the night away in the same room again.
Nope, let's keep a proper distance. I mean, it was only the second day of our trip.
Congratulations on your engagement, Katsura-kun! Well, since you're going to be my son-in-law, I guess I'll call you Yasushi-kun.
A while after returning from our trip,
I went to visit the president for business as usual, and there he was, with a big smile. Huh? Engagement? Who and who? Of course, you and my daughter. Well, well, I didn't expect you to get so close as to take a bath together. Of course, you did that because you're thinking of marrying her, right? It's alright, Yasushi-kun. I accept you as my son. What? How did it come to this?
Sorry. I accidentally told him about it. Then he misinterpreted the story on his own.
Later, when I met Hotane and talked about it, that's what she told me. At this rate, I guess she also told him that we shared a room. We aren't even in a relationship though. How are you going to explain this to him?
You're right. We're not even dating yet.
By the way, did you manage to tell him you wanted to go somewhere with him?
Yup. I told him I wanted to go somewhere with him, and he said he'd do his best to make time for me. But, putting that aside, why don't we go on another trip somewhere together? It could be a hot spring or sightseeing trip.
She smiled at me as she said that. Our story was only about to begin.
I'm Emily Tanaka, and I'm your boss from today.
This happened so suddenly. Everyone can't hide their surprises.
I'm not as sweet as your previous boss, so be prepared.
She proclaims loudly. If she was promoted based on her performance, I would still be satisfied. However, there were circumstances unique to her company regarding this appointment. I never expected that person to become my boss. My name is Shoma Aose. I'm 28 and work as a salesman at an insurance company. I'm in my 4th year with this company, which handles insurance sales, real estate, golf business, etc. We're an SME that handles a variety of businesses, but there is one major problem. Hey, that golf trip the other day, can you make it an expense? Yes, sir, I will arrange it. The person at the center of that problem is this guy, President Tanaka. Our company is family run, with more than half of the shares owned by the president's relatives. The founding family has made the company their personal property, and the top management is made up of only yes men.
Make this month's sales goal double that of the last month. Got it?
And this person is the daughter of the president. She was originally in the real estate department. But she's been using her company credit card to make personal purchases, and include her taxi fares as company expenses. Like father, like daughter.
I'll say, son, I've put up with a lot of things, but I've reached my limit.
The person who rushed to me was Yua Fukugawa, in the same sales department as me. Naturally, everyone in the company was dissatisfied, and that frustration was finally reaching its peak.
The quota is already insane, but she's going to impose another impossible task on me.
In the first place, it's impossible for someone without track record to suddenly get promoted and become our boss. And we went to have a direct discussion with the new boss in question, but...
So you're going against me?
Doubling sales without any context is too absurd. We won't be able to follow you.
Are you saying you can't do it? If that's the case, you can quit anytime, you know.
She says that and laughs off her serious appeal. Apparently, there is no room for negotiation. I see. If so, I'll quit.
Me too. I can't take it anymore. Huh? What are you guys talking about? You will definitely regret it.
You're the one who will regret it. We can't keep up with this company anymore.
How useless. Fine. Do whatever you like. We will!
It seems this was bound to happen. The next day, we all handed in our resignations at once, took all of our unused paid vacation time, and quit. And several years later, I was steadily building my career at my new job.
I'm worried about my health. Is there any good insurance for me?
Don't worry, we have several plans to suit your Asian needs.
Oh, that helps. My husband has been sick lately, so I'd like to consider various things.
After that, I changed jobs and joined a major insurance company, taking advantage of previous experience. While in charge of customer service and admin work, I also sometimes make sales myself. Chief, a business partner is planning to come to our office. Is the conference room available? Yeah, it should be. Please let them in anytime. Got it, sir. Thank you very much. I've been promoted and my workload has increased, but I am living a fulfilling life.
Chief Aose, we have finished creating the documents for our customers. Check, please.
By the way, Fukagawa-san, who was my colleague at my previous job, started working at the same company a little later than me. We are still good friends.
Aose-san, would you like to go out to dinner with everyone in the department? I found a nice place in front of the station.
Yeah, sounds good. Then, I'll just ask about everyone's plans. Then, one day, as the end of the year approached, the world was in the Christmas mood. Chief, I feel like my brain's gonna explode. I'm getting so many inquiries about contract renewal. The number of customers coming to the counter has also increased. What to do? Okay, I'll deal with them too. Everyone should take turns taking a break. In the insurance industry, it is common for business to concentrate around the year end. There's a lot to do, including renewing contracts and proposing new plans. The whole department was in a frenzy, and before I knew it, it was already past 10 p.m. Whoa, the work isn't finished yet!
I'm really tired. I'm hungry, thirsty, and sleepy.
Yeah, me too. Shall we get something delivered? What do you want to eat? The moment I said that, everyone in the department rushes towards me at once. Sushi! Whoa! That was your most energetic moment of the day just now. I definitely want to eat chutoro.
Also, sea urchin, salmon roll, tuna, squid, shrimp, scallops, crab, blowfish, abalone.
Calm down, I'll call them now. After ordering for everyone, we decided to wait for a while for the food to arrive. After a while, the delivery person came to the reception and we happily headed to pick it up. However, what we saw there was an unexpected sight.
Huh?
What? Chief Tanaka?
Why are you here?
It was our former boss dressed as delivery person. Why are you here?
We went bankrupt. company, right? I know that. But why are you working as a delivery person?
She's certainly not making any use of her previous career.
Ugh, you're so annoying. I don't like it either. Hurry up and pay the price and I'll take it.
This character remains the same. There was no customer service whatsoever. By the way, the previous company lost the trust of banks and business partners after the president's tax evasion was discovered. It went bankrupt due to unsustainable management. Damn, I never thought anyone would find out. Well, he did whatever he wanted in such an obvious way. Of course that happened. The president was arrested, of course, and because his yes men were also doing whatever they wanted with the expenses too, they have also been charged with a crime. Still, I never thought I would meet her again like that.
She was still the same. But when I looked closely, she was very haggard.
It seems that her ratings and reviews as a delivery person are low, so maybe she's having a hard time.
In that case, how about we call them from time to time and give them a high rating? There are some good things about the past.
You used to hate her so much.
Oh, let's forget what's in the past. Old enemies are today's friends.
In this way, due to Kagawa-san's appetite, we started having food delivered from time to time. However, that was the beginning of a new trouble.
All the fish meat has fallen off the rice. I was especially busy today, don't blame me.
Inside the container, messed up seaweed rolls, fillets, and the remains of nigiri sushi were scattered. If I didn't know her, I would have immediately complained. Well, even if she were a friend, I probably would have complained anyway. And when I ordered again on another day,
We didn't have enough people in the kitchen. I'm not at fault.
still, that took way too much time, right? How many hours did you make me wait?
It can't be helped. I'm busy.
She insists that it's not her fault. When I saw her like that, there was one thing I was reminded of. Were you rude to customers again? Stop messing around!
I'm sorry.
This person cannot do her job, whatever it may be. I think she probably had several jobs before becoming a delivery person, and was fired from each job because she was useless. Jeez, I hired you out of pity, and this is happening every single day. Her work attitude was way too terrible, so I filed a complaint that day, but it seems to be a daily occurrence. It was so bad that if Kagawa-san and I were seriously thinking of stop ordering anymore. Enough! Go wash the dishes in the kitchen! I'm gonna go apologize to all the customers now!
Damn it, that old fart! Why do I have to do this kind of work in the first place?
Although I'm worried about her future too, the biggest victim at the moment is definitely the manager of the sushi restaurant.
Those guys! They deliberately made complaints to harass me.
In her brain, it seems like we're somehow at fault.
I'll make them regret it.
I hope she doesn't get yelled at by her boss again, but it gets even worse. One day, yes, it's Aose. Hello, this is Yamahiro, a delivery sushi restaurant. Where are you now? The person who called during the day on a weekday was the manager of that sushi restaurant. For some reason, it seems like he has business with me. What on earth could it be? I'm here to deliver 100 servings of special sushi that he ordered. But where should I go? Huh? 100, you say? I don't remember ordering anything like that. But I'm sure we got the order under your name. It was definitely not me, but I decided to listen to the details anyway. Are you serious? But I've already made all these. Apparently, I have made a reservation for a large amount of special sushi online. Hey, wait a minute! I didn't do that! It's some kind of mistake! But hey, it's definitely under your name and phone number, so you need to do something about it. I understand how he feels, but there was a reason I just couldn't take the order now, no matter what. By the way, I got to your office, but there's not a single person here. What's going on? We're in Gunma. Gunma? Yes, we're on a company trip to a hot spring resort. You can check with my company.
Aose-san, who are you talking to on your company cell phone?
If you haven't ordered it in the first place, and you haven't received it, you're not legally obliged to pay. And it seems that he also noticed something strange about this. That's strange. Is this a prank then? If that's the case, who did this?
Oh, no way. I never thought they'd be on a trip.
Huh? Did you just say something?
No! It's nothing. Please don't worry about me.
Actually, last night.
Oh, I can see their panicked faces. Prepare yourself, Aose.
This is the person who did all this. It seems she got drunk and decided to harass me. Manager, what are you gonna do with this sushi? 100 servings of special sushi, right? I'll have no choice but to throw it away. I guess that's the only thing we can do. We can't eat this much. Well, I don't know who it is, but of course the person who did the prank will be punished.
Huh? What do you mean?
File a police report, of course, right? It's 100 servings, you know. They can just get away with it. Any sane adult would have foreseen this, but it seems that she had no idea this was gonna happen.
Wait a minute, manager? Police? That's a bit of a problem.
Huh? Why are you worried about it?
I mean, look, it's not decided that it's a prank yet, so let's take it easy.
Either way, we need the police to figure out who did it. Just go wash the dishes. And so the countdown to the Judgment Day began quietly. Hi there, is this the police? I have a bit of a problem.
What should I do? It's really bad at this rate. What was all that?
I have no idea either.
Anyway, how much does deluxe sushi for 100 people cost?
I wonder. I'm sure the culprit is much more concerned about that than us. Since the damage was so great, the police quickly made a move. Now, we will check the records of users. Afterwards, an investigation quickly revealed where the culprit was ordering from, based on the IP address. Internet cafes verified the user's identity, so determining the user who was using the computer at the time of ordering was easy. Emily Tanaka, excuse me, but could you accompany me to the police station?
What? I don't know anything.
Yeah, I'll hear more details later, so get ready to go. In the end, due to her own misdeeds, she completely self-destructed. And as for the biggest victim, Jeez, biting the hand that fed her. She's fired. Unbelievable. Well, that person was always causing trouble, so we should be glad we were able to get rid of her. I wonder how she was raised. I want to lecture her parents. As someone who has known her parents, it's obvious why she grew up that way. She was then interrogated and couldn't make excuses.
I'm sorry.
What she did was fraudulent business obstruction, which is a serious crime. Not only will she have to pay damages to the restaurant, but she will also get a criminal record, making it hopeless for her to return to society. In this way, both father and daughter were arrested.
Aose-san, what happened? You look so sad.
Well, I was thinking how there are some hopeless people in the world.
You're like an old man. Please cheer up.
Yeah. Where should we go today?
I want to go eat sushi.
She really likes sushi. But if possible, I would like to eat something else today. The days continue like this, but I feel a sense of fulfillment now.
Hey, let's hold hands.
What is it all of a sudden?
We're dating. Isn't this normal?
Although I faced many hardships, I'm truly glad that I could keep going, thanks in part to her. Honesty is the #1 key to building happiness. I really feel that way. Hello, good to see you.
No way!
My greeting was interrupted. What's going on? My name's Yuki Hasegawa. I'm a businessman. I just came to greet my client, but something is strange.
What are we going to do? We have employees too. Why is this happening?
They were in despair. I didn't know if I should talk to them, but I couldn't just leave them alone. Takahashi-san, what's wrong?
Oh, Hasegawa-san. I'm sorry. Actually, the president went into hiding.
What? Why would he do that?
Actually, our company went bankrupt.
Now I understand why they looked like that. I didn't know what to say. Please calm down, both of you. There is no way they can. But I didn't know what else to say. Her name's Yuma Takahashi. She's the wife of the president. Their company is a small factory. There weren't many, but I remember they had a few employees. Bankruptcy is already shocking, but even his husband went into hiding. I can't imagine how heartbreaking this is for her. She's always been so kind to me. It's so sad to see her in tears.
I'm sorry, Yuki-san, for causing you trouble.
Her name's Emma. She's their daughter. I think she just turned 20. She always helped her parents out. I loved her smile, so I always looked forward to coming here. I always felt that she was doing her best for her parents and the company. I first visited here when I was still new. I'm sure our product will be useful for you. I really like a sincere salesman like you. When I first started out, things didn't go well, so it was hard. It was President Takahashi who gave me a compliment for the first time. He not only liked me as a businessman, but also as a person. He was a really nice guy. I couldn't believe that he went into hiding. He loved his family and was very kind to his employees, even to a salesman like me. I still vividly remember him working hard in the factory. I had come to admire him for being such a hard worker, and now I have a new dream to pursue thanks to him. There must be a reason why he vanished. I really don't think he just abandoned his family and company. Yuma-san, Emma, I have something I've been thinking about. Will you hear me out? I decided to tell them about my dream. I told them that I want to launch my own company because I admire the president.
I wanted to make full use of the knowledge I had gained in my current job. I was talking passionately, and they listened to me quietly. And I plan to launch the company now. If you don't mind, will you work for me?
But aren't we going to cause you trouble?
It's thanks to your family that I want to do this. Plus, I only have knowledge about manufacturing. I have no experience making products in a factory. So I would really appreciate your help.
Yuki, I know this is too much of an ask, but would you take in the rest of our workers?
I loved how she cared about her workers. It made me want to work with her even more. I would love to. I was actually going to ask them to join me. I'd love to work with you, Yuki. We have nowhere else to go anyway. I'll come along too. Plus, I like you, man. I'm coming with you too, Yuki. I'd love to work with you. I'm sure the president will come back someday. I have no hard feelings for him, Yuma-san, Emmy. I think so too, Yuma-san, Emma. Why don't we wait for his return together?
Thank you. Thank you, Yuki.
Oh, don't cry, Emma. Everything's gonna be fine. I realized once again how nice these people were. This was the day I took my first step toward my dream. Yuma-san and Emma had no place to live anymore. So I brought them to my place until they found a new place. And so they came, but... was this really a good idea? First of all, my apartment is tiny, and I'm gonna live with ladies. I just wanted to help them out. I wasn't thinking much about the consequences. But there's no going back anymore. I have to make up my mind. It's a small place, but I hope you enjoy your stay.
Thank you, Yuki. I owe you. I'm sorry for the trouble, Yuki.
Emma, you don't have to apologize. And I really don't think of this as trouble.
Yuki, thank you. Yuki, I'll cook dinner from now on. Please leave it to me.
Whoa, really?
Of course. You're letting me live here. Please let me do this.
Thank you so much. That really helps. I'm not a very good cook, so I was glad she made that offer. Yuma-san, this is delicious.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. My husband used to love this dish too.
I bet the president was happy to have a wife like her. I gratefully finished her meal. I was relaxing after dinner, and Emma came to me.
Yuki, let me massage your shoulders.
Oh, it's okay. I'm sure you're tired too.
Let me do it. I'm pretty good at it. My dad always pays me for it.
Okay, then please. Oh, I wasn't even aware my shoulders were stiff. But the moment she started giving me a massage, it felt so good I started seeing something. Oh, whoa. Is that heaven? Ah, it must be.
Yuki? Are you okay?
Oh, I can even hear the voice of an angel. Oh, I'm so happy. I told my boss I want to quit my job. I'll be quitting soon, so I started preparing to launch my own business. I remember what President Takahashi used to make. I wonder if I can make an improved version of that. I was desperate to come up with a new product, but it was also exciting.
How about this? I think the younger generation would love this.
Oh, whoa! You always come up with creative ideas. I love it! Ever since the day her father disappeared, she never showed me her sad face. I knew she was trying hard to look happy. She's trying so hard. I've got to work hard too. And Yuma-san has been giving me advice on how to run a business. She's been doing all the housework for me too. Thanks to her, my quality of life has improved dramatically. I feel healthier these days. It must be thanks to her cooking. A few days later, I quit my job. Finally, my new business is about to start. I got the necessary funds and property. So I started a small factory, Highbridge.
High Bridge? Yuki, are you sure about that name?
What? Is it weird? I thought it's cool.
I think it's good. It's great.
Yuma-chan, how are you?
Taki-chan, thanks for your help.
No worries. I owe a lot to you and Kazunori.
Takeda-san, thank you so much for letting me use your property.
Oh, you must be Hasegawa-kun. You look like a nice young man, like everyone says.
Yuma-san asked him to lend me his property that I could use as a factory.
And by the way, what do you think about Emma? You must have fallen in love with her.
Huh? Yeah, she's a very nice girl, isn't she?
Right? I wish I were younger. I wouldn't leave a beauty like her alone.
Hey, Take-chan, stop saying weird things.
Oh, hey, Emma. What do you think? Do you prefer me over Yuki-kun?
Take-chan?
Whoa, Yuma-chan? What are you gonna do with that spanner?
If you do anything strange to my precious daughter, I won't forgive you, okay?
Oh, I won't. I was just joking around. If anything, I just want her shoulder massage.
Decision made. I'll smash you.
Whoa! Amazon!
Wow, what's up, everyone?
I heard you were in trouble, so we came. If there's anything we can do, please let us know.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, she thanked me. I'm so happy.
Hey, you're making too much noise.
I don't know who they are, but they must like Emma a lot. I had no idea who they were, but I was happy to know that Yuma-san and Emma have lots of people who want to help them. And I became really grateful for those guys. One day, in the middle of the night, I woke up. Then I noticed that the desk lamp was still on. Yuma-san was working on a computer. Yuma-san?
Oh, Yuki, I'm sorry, did I wake you up?
No, it's okay. Are you still working? Then she smiled bitterly.
I just feel so sorry for causing trouble to you and everyone.
She was still smiling, but looked like she was about to cry.
Especially Emma. Because of me and my husband, she's going through a lot.
Yuma-san, I'm very grateful to you in many ways, you know? I'm sure Emma is too. So please don't be hard on yourself.
Oh, Yuki. Thank you.
And another day. Phew. Thanks to everyone, the new business is going well. Alright, there's a bit more work to do today. Let's do this! Huh? Is that Emma? I found her looking at the sky alone. I decided to talk to her. Hey, Emma. Are you okay?
Hey, Yuki. Yeah, I'm good.
She was pretending to be happy, but something was different. What's troubling you?
Was it that obvious? I'm worried about my dad.
Ugh. She was always smiling, so I thought she's fine. Why did I think that way? She was shedding tears. She couldn't hold it anymore.
I can't help but wonder where he is and what he's doing right now.
Oh, Emma.
It would be easier if I could just hate him. But I love him, no matter what. It's also really painful to see my mom looking so lonely.
I was unintentionally hugging her. Then I gently stroked her head. I know you really care about your parents. You're such a kind person.
Yuki. Thank you.
I kept hugging her for a while. I was wondering what more I could do for her. It's been 3 years since President Takahashi disappeared. My company, Highbridge, was steadily growing thanks to everyone. I was now able to pay decent salaries to everyone. The only thing we were missing was President Takahashi. That's what everyone was thinking. Then one day... What? What is this? I checked the company's bank account and there was an unbelievable amount of money deposited. Where in the world did this come from? And when I saw the name of the sender, I got even more surprised. Takahashi Kazunori. Oh, the president! I hurried back to the office to tell Yuma-san and Emma about it.
What? From Dad?
We still need to get more information to confirm, but I want to believe it's actually him. Emma was surprised, as I expected, but I was curious why Yuma-san remained so calm. Yuma-san, do you know something about this?
Yuki, could you gather all your employees here?
She said that with a smile. I urgently asked everyone to come.
I'm sorry for interrupting your work. I have an important announcement to make.
Yuma-san started talking with all seriousness. Everyone waited patiently for her words.
Just the other day, I received a call from my husband. Is this really you? Where are you? Where are you? I should have scolded him, but I was so happy to hear his voice. After that, he repeatedly apologized to me. He said he was too embarrassed to show up in front of us after making his company go bankrupt. He was crying as he said that. He was actually cheated by his client. That's why the company went bankrupt. He decided to work himself to the bone so that he can give us money as a show of apology. That's why he disappeared and kept working hard. He can't even cook properly, so he must have not eaten well. His voice sounded different from 3 years ago. I love him so much, so I couldn't blame him. All I could do was listen to what he had to say. My husband apologized to me again and again. He was still the same kind man. I'm sorry I didn't tell you until now. What he did shouldn't be forgiven easily. Money won't solve the problem. But please, at least let me apologize on behalf of him. I am truly sorry for putting all of you through so much hardship.
Her voice was shaking as she repeatedly apologized to us. Yuma-san, please stop apologizing. We've kept on telling you, right? He wouldn't run away for no reason. He was just trying to protect us no matter what. That's right, Yuma-san. We never hated him. We haven't forgotten how kind he was. I've always loved his smile. So please don't apologize again. I'm really glad he's safe and sound. Nobody blamed the president. Only heartwarming words came out of everyone.
Everyone, thank you so much. My husband and I are truly blessed to have people like you. I decided to go join him. It seems I really need him by my side.
Yuma-san smiled as she said that. It was really beautiful. To be able to forgive a husband who disappeared for 3 years and still love him. That's not something anyone can do. I was starting to hope I could find a true love like that someday.
I won't forgive him. Oh, Emma.
She had been just crying and listening to her mom until now, but she raised her voice.
There's no way I can forgive him. I've missed him so much until now. But I'm glad he's alive. I'm glad. So glad.
I can't even imagine how hard it must have been for her until now.
Mom, everyone has forgiven him, but I haven't yet. Emma. Well, I understand. I can't force you to forgive him. Yeah, I won't forgive him until he apologizes to my face. Emma. So, Mom, come see us again? Make sure to bring Dad with you. I'll stay here. By the time you come back, I'll be a great wife of a president just like you.
I was so touched to see them embracing each other. Even though they were apart, the president was trying to protect his family. I still have utmost respect for him. I decided to give his money to all the employees in the form of special compensation. I thought that's the best way to make use of the money. Then one of the employees poked me with his elbow. Hey, boss. Did you hear that? Emma said she's gonna be the president's wife, you know? Yeah, I heard that. What about it? Huh? President Hasegawa, you're getting a wife! Oh, what? What? Seriously? I recalled Emma's words properly. I now realize the gravity of what she said.
Yuki, let me tell you again properly, okay? Thank you for protecting our family and everyone. Without you, we would have been lost on the streets. You have such a kind heart like my dad, and I fell in love with you. I love you, Yuki. From now on, I want to support you by your side.
Emma, you're also a very kind lady, and I fell in love with you. Let me continue to protect you.
Oh, Yuki, I'm so happy. Thank you.
And we officially started going out. Yeah! I love this!
Yeah, show us more! What's next?
Oh shit! We shouldn't have done this in front of them!
I'm sorry, Yuki.
And they kept on congratulating us and making fun of us at the same time. And some time have passed. Today, we're getting married. Since the day President Takahashi disappeared, my life has changed. There were a lot of hardships, but I have no regrets about the decisions I'd made. Because thanks to them, I was able to meet so many wonderful people. I guess this was all bound to happen ever since the day I first visited President Takahashi. By the way, the client who cheated the president has been accused of misconduct. Their bankruptcy is now inevitable.
Dad!
And on her happy day, Emma was reunited with her father, Kazunori. The president had lost a lot of weight. I could tell that he had gone through a lot. But still, seeing his precious daughter in her bridal gown, he was smiling gently. I'll never forget how kind he was when I first visited him. It all started from there. I'm gonna repay that favor by making Emma happy forever.